Hello everyone, welcome to our next session of Microbit, which is Microbit Rock Paper Scissor. Let's see what we're gonna do today. Okay, now as kids, I used to play as kid. I used to play this game called Rock Paper Scissors. I think you guys are familiar with this. Today we're gonna add something new to that game by playing that with the Microbit. Okay, let's see how it goes. Now today the Microbit has a interesting part or a interesting application which it is called the Accelerometer. Okay, so we are going to use that component in the Microbit to do today's activity. Let's see what this accelerometer means. Okay, accelerometer usually means a device that can detect the change of movements, right? As example, if you get your phone, right, when you tilt your phone, okay, when you get your phone like this, when you tilt it like this, one screen comes, and when you the screen rotates straight, and then when you rotate it this way, the screen rotates with it, right? Now that is the accelerometer that we're going to use today to build our activity. That means rock paper scissors. Let's see. Now there are three inputs, there are three images we are gonna show in our Microbit while playing this game. One is here, the scissor, and the middle one is paper, and this one is rock. Okay, so rock, paper, scissors. So randomly we're gonna select one of these and we're gonna play it like that. Okay, so and we're gonna use this if statement, okay, in the code, which means, okay, now let's say 0 to 2, okay, or 0 to 1. So when you say 0, if our reading is 0, we're gonna show paper, and if our reading is 1, we're gonna show the rock, and if none of those are true, we're gonna show the scissor. So it's pretty simple. Let's see how we're gonna do this. Okay, so as the input, okay, whenever we are doing a computer program, we need inputs, right? So as our program's input, we're gonna take the on-shake block in our program. Okay, so on-shake block, what it does is it works with the accelerometer. So whenever you shake the Microbit, it detects it and runs our program, and then random selection. That means one of each, one of these three, one of rock, paper, scissor will be shown when you shake the Microbit. Okay, now let's get started. Hope you guys will enjoy this because it's pretty boring staying at home these days, right? So when you have something like this to play with, it's pretty amazing. Now go ahead and copy this link to your web browser. Okay, so when you do that, you will be redirected to Microbit editor. So I have copied this and pasted it here, and I got redirected to this website. Okay, hope you guys remember from the last session about this Microbit simulator. So this is a simulator. So whatever you do in the actual, whatever you do here in this part will be shown in the simulator site. That means, okay, I'm gonna say forever. That means again and again show this icon, and then wait for a while, okay, and then show another icon. Okay, so you saw this, you have seen this flashing LED boards, right? So that this is something like that, right? So our Microbit have 25 LEDs, so which can be programmed with our Microbit programs. Now forever it will show one icon, and then it will wait for 100 milliseconds and then show the second icon, right? So this is in a loop, as I told you. See, forever loop. So that means whatever is inside this loop will happen again and again. So I have explained this in the first session also, but for you to understand, I'm gonna refresh that. Now in the basics of our simulator, we have things regarding the LEDs, and then we have loops, right? We can show something on the LED board, that is whatever we want to show in the LED board, that means these 25 LEDs, we can program it from here. Okay, and then we have inputs. Let's say when button A is pressed, show A. Okay, I'm gonna draw A here, right? I'm gonna draw A here. Hope this is A. Right, it looks like A, right? Okay, so I'm going to draw A here, and then I'm going to say when button B is pressed, okay, button B is pressed, when button B is pressed, show another icon. I don't know whether I can draw a B here. Let's see. I can. Okay, so I'm going to light up these LEDs in this pattern. I'm gonna call it a B. Okay, so it looks like a B, so I'm gonna call it B. Now let's see how the LED board responds to different inputs. So when I press A, it shows A, right? And then when I press B, it shows B. So it's pretty simple, right? And so we're gonna, today the input that we're gonna use is on shake, right? There's a button called on shake. Okay, I'll show you that also. This is the button in inputs on shake. Okay, so when you get that, the simulator detects that you are going to do something with on shake code block, and then he will show a shake button here, right? It will show a shake button. So if I delete this, see, it will disappear. Okay, you can't shake the board now. Now only if your code block is on shake, that will appear. Okay, so I'm gonna say okay, yeah, let me get this back. So this, I had this, no, right? I have two different inputs and two different pictures, and I'm gonna say on shake, show a different picture. Let's say a smiley face, right? I'm going to show a smiley face on shake. So we'll try all three inputs. Button A, it will show A. Button B, it will show B. And on shake, it will show a smiley face. Pretty simple, right? And also remember this colors of these code blocks indicates the category, right? See, blue is in basics, purple is in input, right? So all the colors are all the categories are color coded, so it's pretty easy for you guys to understand this. Now let's go ahead and build our game. First thing that we have to do is give it an input, right? So an input is also acts like an event. So what is an event? Event is something, let's say it's like a start button in a game, right? When you press the start button, the game starts, right? Or in a let's say in Olympic games, have you seen these people running, right? They only run when you when they hear the gunshot, right? Or the clap. So an event is something like that, right? So that the event indicates that something should start. Okay, now let's see what is our event. Our event is on shake, right? So we're gonna say on shake this should happen, right? But let's see what we're gonna program. Now first of all, we should add a variable, right? Variable, we need a variable, right? Now in your, okay, let's see, I'll delete my variables which I made previously. Okay, so on your computer, when you click on variables, empty screen will appear like this, right? So from here, click on make a variable. Okay, when you click on make a variable, it will ask what is your it will ask you to name your variable. That means you have to give your variable a name, right? So let's say since this is rock paper scissors and we are doing it with our hands, I'll name it as hand or tool, whatever. The name doesn't matter unless it's easy for you to understand. Okay, now the first thing is our on shake button, which is the input, and then we're going to create something to store all this data, right? So if you don't store the data, it will show the same block again and again, no? So when you memorize that I have shown the scissor once, and next time I don't show the same one, but it's random, right? Let's see how you decide whether which image has to be shown at once. Now to show that, you have to go to maths. Okay, when you go to maths, there's one called pick random. See this one? Okay, so drag that, and here also when you are connecting blocks, see, this way you can't connect it to the red one. Only when you drag it near the white space, it will become yellow. The outline will become yellow. Then only you can connect it. Okay, so remember that. So how many random pictures do we have? Rock. We have rock, we have paper, and we have scissor, right? As you can see here, these are the three images I'm going to show now. Scissor, paper, rock. So we have three. So what the pick random range should be? We can say 0 to 3. Is that correct? If we say 0 to 3. In computer programs, 0 also counts, right? So it counts like 0, 1, 2, 3. So how many numbers are there? Too many, right? So we only need actually 2, right? 0, 1 is also enough. I'm going to say 0 and 1. Okay, so it will say if it's not 0, it should be 1. If not, something else, right? So that's what our first that's how we decide how to get a random picture. Now, so then we're gonna say, now we have to say if 0 shows up in our program, what image should be shown. Okay, if 0 shows up, what image should be shown. So to do that, I'm gonna go to logics and get a sorry, I didn't tell you that. Go to logic and get a if condition. Can you see here? Conditions. Get a if condition and connect it below the set hand block. Okay, then I'm gonna say, now if 0 shows up, show let's say rock, right? You go to logics again and get a comparison code block, and you're going to drop it here in the true block. Okay, and we're going to say hand. That is where we keep our random events memorized. So I'm going to say if our hand is equal to 0, if our hand is equal to 0, show the first one. What we're going to do first, let's say scissor. Hope you guys can understand what I'm doing, right? So when you draw a scissor, when it's 0, it will show a scissor. It's like a dice, guys. Okay, so in this case it's a 3-sided dice. In a dice we have 6 sides, right? Up, down, left, right, and the opposites of those, right? So 6 random things are 6 random numbers can appear in that. So when you roll a dice, any one of those numbers can appear, right? So the same thing that we are going to do here. 0, 1 and something else. So 3 events we only need, right? So the first one is scissor. I made the first one scissor, and from here this plus mark we can add another if statement. If it is not 0, what else should it be, right? So we have 3 pictures, so I have added 2 more conditions. So I'm going to say, I'm going to go back to logics and drag comparison. You guys understand how I got it? No? Okay, so it was like this before, and I added 2 more if conditions. Okay, or we can say 2 if conditions and 1 else, right? Because we only have 3 images. Now I'm gonna say if hand is equal to 1, what you should show. Okay, hand, we're gonna get it from variables. If it is equal to 1, now I told you how many numbers are there, right? 0, 1, only 2. Now this one I'm gonna do paper. This will be paper. Okay, so this will be paper and that will be scissor. So what is left? Rock, right? So rock is also supposed to be there. Now otherwise it will be 2 random numbers, 2 random images. Now on shake, now you should be able to read this code, right? It's in simple English, so you should be able to understand it by reading this code. I will read it till this point. Okay, on shake, set hand to pick random. Okay, on shake, it will set our hand variable to either one of these numbers, 0 or 1, right? It will set it to 0 or 1. If it is equal to 0, if the hand is 0, show the scissor. If the hand is 1, show the paper, right? So do we have to say if the hand is something else? No, right? Because we already have created an else, right? If it is not the first condition, the second condition. If it is not the second condition or the first condition, it is the else. So got it? It's pretty simple. We're gonna say set up 2 conditions. Okay, let's say if you eat vegetables, you can stay healthy. If you wash your hands, you can stay healthy. If you don't do both, you get sick, right? Same. So you do have to wash your hands these days. You have to be careful, right? Now you're going to say the third one is, what is it? Rock. So third. Okay, now first image I didn't add the center, so you have to do that. Now, so guys, again we will come from the top to the bottom. On shake, set hand to 0 or 1. If hand is equal to 0, show scissor. If hand is equal to 1, so show paper, right? So 2 random events, and the third one is if none of these are true, if the hand is not showing either of these, I have to do 0 to 1 actually, 0 to 2 actually. Okay, so we can say 0 is allocated to scissor. Okay, 1 is allocated to paper, and the second or the next number, so 0, 1, 2, right? 3 numbers, 3 images. If it is 0, if the random event is 0, scissor. Random event is 1, paper. Random event is 2, that means rock, right? Okay guys, now we can test it out. Okay, so you see, you can look at the code one more time. I'm gonna show it one more time. Okay, on shake, set hand to pick random. Where did we get this block? It's in variables, right? Set hand to 0. And pick random block, where is it? It's in maths. If you go to scroll down maths, pick random 0. Okay, so if condition is in logics, and we can add conditions from here, if else, things like that, and comparison codes are here, and show LED blocks are here. So on shake, set hand to pick random 0 to 2. 0 to 2 I change this, and if hand is equal 0, so like that I have continued the code. Now we will try it out. Okay, so when you simulate, when you click on the simulator shake button, see, random images appear. So this is the same way you play rock paper scissors with your friends also, right? You do this, rock sorry, that was scissor, rock, paper, rock, scissor, paper. Correct? So this is a fun way to play rock, paper, scissors. Now if you have a microbit with you, you can save this program also. I didn't tell that in the first session. Okay, sorry about that. Now here you can give it a name. I will say rock, paper, scissor. Okay, and then save it. When you save it, it will ask a location in your computer like this. So once I save it, it will ask a location. So I'm going to say downloads, right? I'll put it in downloads and save it. And once it is downloaded, you can send it to, you can right click on it and send it to your microbit if you have a microbit device with you. Okay, you can do that also, so you don't have to use the simulator always if you have a microbit. So this is how we play the game, and thanks for watching our video and joining our session. Let's see you guys in our next session. Bye.